Alright y'all, what is up? It is Red back again with another video. So today y'all, we're going to do the process of being a security guard. How do I become a security guard? How do I get my license? Yada 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 yada. Number one, the process to becoming a security guard is make sure that you look professional before y'all even go to an interview. Is make sure that you guys have jeans, make sure you have some boots. If you don't have no steel-toed boots, go to Walmart. If you have Timberlands, you can use those. Make sure you get slip-resistant boots or running shoes or some shit like that. Steel-toed, because when you're working as a security guard, you never know what's going to happen, especially if you're working when it's raining. So you just want to be safe, rather be safe than sorry, you know, and not spending so much extra money. So make sure you buy a pack of white tees, black tees, stuff like that, because you're gonna have to wear that shit underneath your uniform. You can't just wear a uniform and then just put it on, because number one, for your uniform, people can see if you have a shirt on underneath. Like, you see how there's buttons right here for a uniform? When you have buttons and stuff like that, when you move to the side, people can see your bra, or people can see that you don't have a shirt on. So I wear pants underneath my uniform as well. Like, I'll wear sweatpants or leggings or something, because I'm the type of person where I like taking them hoes off as soon as I get in the car. Another thing I would say is make sure your hair is somewhat kept up. You know, even as a man, make sure your hair is kept up a little bit. So you look a little bit presentable or whatever whenever you go up there. Is to make sure you guys find good security companies. Now you guys can type it in, security companies near me, on Google. If not, then you can go on Indeed, ZipRecruiter, whatever the case may be, and just type in non-commissioned security officer. Non-commissioned means that you probably don't have your license, and more than likely that you don't have your gun license. There's different types of levels to security. You got level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and then I think level 5 and 6 security. So if you guys want to be like a bodyguard, or like somebody that or you could be one of them security people that be in people's houses. You know, like, for example, there's some rappers like DaBaby and YoungBoy where they have guards guarding outside of their house, just walking outside their house with AKs and shit. Those are top-notch security guards, okay? Those I'm not trying to be like. I don't want to. Now, if y'all are watching this and you want to be up there, that's cool, that's good for you, but you have to take the steps to get up there, okay? There's nothing wrong with you getting up there. You can get up there in a couple of months, you feel me? But you do have to go through a lot of exams. You're going to have to go through self-defense classes, and then you're also going to have to get your gun license. They're going to train you with your gun when it comes to certain security jobs too, so just know that, be wary about that. Next thing I would say is don't be weird, like don't get discouraged if you guys have a record. Most security companies will take you even if you don't have a record. There's a lot of security companies that don't background check you, okay? And there's some security companies that don't even drug test you, okay? I've been to at least 3 security companies that I work for did not drug test me. A lot of people will be discouraged from security because they'll be like, oh, I'm a felon. There's a lot of felons as security guards. As long as it's not like an aggressive case, or as long as you got dismissed, or it's been like years ago, you're good. When you guys are typing in security places near me, security companies that are hiring near me, or even security companies near me, there's going to be a list of all the security companies that's by you, okay? It's going to be a lot of them. And you can go on all of them, go on their websites, and see if they have like an interview type of part on their website or anything like that. If they don't, then you will have to find the website to hire them, for you to get hired. So like, for example, one of the security companies that I got hired to, I applied through their website. But there's some security companies that you can't apply through their website. You have to go in person. Or you have to go on affiliated sites. Affiliated sites is like Indeed or Glassdoor or something like that. So some security companies you won't find through their website, if that makes sense. Some of them don't have a website. Some of them you'll have to call. So go and apply online. Definitely go on Indeed and see if you can apply. If it's Ally Universal, you can type in Ally Universal Indeed application, or Ally Universal hiring. You feel me? So you type in the name of it, and you type in hiring, or you type in application, Indeed, this, that, and the third. So in case you can apply on a different site, you can apply. You feel me? Actually find their number and ask them too. You can call them and be like, hey, are y'all ever doing open interviews? You could always go to open interview. 9 times out of 10, they do open interviews on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So you go up there, go apply. When you go in, they're gonna ask you for your name. You tell them your name. They're gonna have you sign a bunch of papers. You already know the tax forms. They're gonna sign. You're gonna sign papers about pre-employment, background check. You know, They're gonna basically, y'all already know the hiring process. They're gonna have you fill out an application there. If y'all are ever going to an open interview and you guys did not fill out the application, they will let you fill it out there. If y'all already filled out y'all's application and y'all go up there, right? And y'all already have an interview or whatever, 9 times out of 10, you already got hired. Not all the time will you get hired from security companies that fast, but 9 times out of 10, you will probably get hired very, very fast with a security company. Now, if you don't get hired from a security company, 9 times out of 10, it's because of, one, your background check, okay? Whatever you got in your background, that could have popped up. And number 2, and because a lot of security companies, like I said, there's some that do not accept people that have went to jail. Like, if you have a record, they will not accept you. There's only some that will accept. Number 2 could have been your drug test. If you failed your drug test, 9 times out of 10, they'll tell you got to come back within 6 to 8 months. Sometimes they may just disqualify you overall and you cannot work there. So you did your application process right. You're going to your open interview, or you're going to your interview in general. You go up there, they're going to ask you about your hours, like normal interview shit. So they're just going to ask you about your hours, this, that, and the third. It's probably going to be like a 10-15 minute interview, in and out. I promise you. It's going to be fast as hell. Okay, they don't care if you got experience or not. If you got experience, they'll probably hire you quicker. Like, for example, for me, I got hired quick because I already had experience. As soon as you're done with the interview, they're going to have you go into a different room. And that's if they hired you. If they didn't hire you, they'll tell you, like, okay, thank you for the interview. We'll contact you, da-da-da. Okay, leave right after. But there's some where right after you do the interview, they'll take you to a different room and they train you right then and there. Like, I've had 2 security companies that legit got me trained as soon as I did an interview. They put me in a different room to where I had to train, and then I drug tested. So some of them do the mouth swab, some of them do P-tests. I recently got hired too, they do P-tests. So just be wary about that. Make sure you guys get that shit out your system if you do got some shit in your system, or at least wait to smoke for at least 3 months. And the training is to basically show you and tell y'all what y'all are supposed to be doing. You're going to be watching videos, and then you're also going to have to answer questions, and you're going to have to do an exam. The exam could be 30 to 100 questions. Basically, the exam is basically everything about security. So you're going to have to know everything about security. And if you pass it, then boom, you get your license, your security license. If you don't pass it, you're going to have to come back and come back and come back and come back and come back, okay? So your security license has to be verified through Austin. Well, not Austin, my bad, TOPS. TOPS, aka, is basically like, y'all know how y'all go to the DPS. So for a security guard, for you to get your license, you have to go through the DPS, and they have to background check you and do all that shit. So that's what happened. And then usually your card comes within 3 weeks. Your payment comes out your security check, and same with your uniform comes out your payment check. So a lot of people be asking, they'll be like, how do I get my security license? Like, I had a dumbass guy, y'all, that I was talking to legit ask me, how do he get his security license? Because he want to be a security guard. He's like, I don't think I could be a security guard because I have to get my security license. I said, nigga, you are dumb. You are dumb. Like, you could tell some people just haven't done enough research when it comes to a career. Because, like, literally, if you guys go and apply to a bunch of these security guards, it's going to say at the top, no experience. It's going to say, we train y'all. It's going to say, y'all can get y'all certificate through us. If you're not getting your license or your certificate through that company, they will send you a site that you can go on to get your certificate or to get your license. So you have nothing to worry about when it comes to a security license or security certificate. You are good, unless you're trying to be up there, like I said, a bodyguard or something like that. That's a little bit different. Once you get your security license, boom, they're going to have you, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to have you working before you even have your security license. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of security companies that don't even give a fuck if you have a security license, and that could be a jeopardized situation on you and your company's part, because if the DPS, because sometimes people from the DPS will pop up and be like, okay, where's your security license? And if you don't show them, you can get in trouble, or your company can get in trouble, because you're all supposed to have security licenses just in case a situation happens with the cops or anything like that. Y'all have y'all security license, because anybody can fake and be a security guard. You get hired, you get to go, there's a manager. Most of the time, there's multiple managers at a security company. There's not always going to be one. If there's only one, that means that this security company does not have a lot of contracts. Contracts is when, like, different companies. So for example, an apartment complex, houses, it could be Randall's, like a supermarket. It could be a church. It could be an office building. It could be a club. It could be a medical center. It could be a bunch of stuff that this security company has contracts with. The contracts is basically saying, like, the security company is going to hire guards for this building, and they have to do such and such, and they're going to be here at such and such time. So basically the contracts is for the security guards, for the security company and the building, for them to come to an agreement about what they want and their requirements for the security. You feel me? For example, I was with a security company that only had 4 contracts, and they were all apartments. The apartments were owned by one person. So I was just like, how the fuck do some security companies only have a certain amount of contracts? That's why some security companies are popping and some aren't, because like Ally, they have like over 100 contracts. They have contracts with a lot of people. Like I even see Ally Universal workers work at museums and shit like that. So when you see like stuff like that, you have more of an opportunity to work at a bunch of different locations. When you're working at a security company that doesn't have a lot of contracts, you're probably only going to work at one location. You're probably only going to have to deal with one manager, and you probably don't have a lot of coworkers. You feel me? And you're probably not going to get paid that much. You know, y'all don't have a lot to offer. So I'm just letting y'all know that as well. Once you get hired, boom, they're going to ask you, would you rather sit? Would you rather stand up? You tell them which one would you rather. They're going to put you at a job where you requested. So whether you sit or you stand up, this, that, and the third, boom. They're going to put you there. You do what you have to do whenever you clock in. 9 times out of 10 with security company, phone number that you can clock into. They have an app that you can clock into. Or you can clock in with your manager. You can tell them that you're there, take a picture, and you can tell them that you're about to leave, take a picture. That's what I usually do. Those are 3 ways to clock in. With security companies, you get paid every week, or sometimes you can get paid every other week. It all just depends on you, especially with taxes. A lot of security companies offer benefits and some don't. Well, 2 of the security companies I was working with, they didn't offer no benefits. The one that I'm working with now, they offer health insurance, they offer vision insurance, and dentist insurance. So that's the hiring process to being a security guard. It's not that hard as people make it seem. People make it seem like it's hard as fuck, and I guess it's because it's kind of related to being a cop or something. But no, you don't have to really know self-defense like that unless you're trying to get your gun license. Now, the ones that get hired, let's say if you get hired, right, and you have no experience and all you got is your security license, that is a level 2. You're a level 2 non-commissioned security officer, okay? When you get to a level 3, if you hear people say, oh, I'm a level 3 security officer, that is one that's commissioned. Those are people that's commissioned. When you're commissioned, that means you have a license to carry. That means you have to carry a gun at almost every post that you have. Your pay may rise. Sometimes there are some people whose pay doesn't rise. There's a lot of people that I was friends with that had done security with commission, like that had a gun, and they got paid $17 an hour, $20 an hour. So sometimes you having a gun or you leveling up in security, sometimes you won't get paid a good amount. So it all just depends on the company and where you're located at as well. Make sure you guys check out reviews before you even go to the interview at that fucking place, because then you guys can kind of get an idea of how this security company works and all this type of stuff and what to expect. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let everybody know that's watching this video any other comments, any other tips that you guys need. Other people need to know when it comes to, you know, the hiring process of a security guard or anything like that, because there'll be people that be watching my videos, y'all, that literally don't be knowing shit. So I just like to help y'all out. And some of this information y'all can't find online. You know, a lot of people these days, they're not going to tell you this information either. You just got to find out why you going. You have level 3. If you guys do want to venture out into getting your level 3 with a gun and stuff like that, you just tell your security company, and you'll have to go through a certification process. Basically, you're gonna have to do another exam. They're gonna have to put you in a gun range. You're gonna have to buy your own gun. You're gonna have to buy your own bullets. They're gonna have to teach you. It's like they're gonna have to put you in a self-defense class, and you have to be in like a certification class. So you have to get you're doing 2 different exams basically. And they also do an exam on your shooting and shit like that. So just be wary about that. And then after that, boom, you're good. After that, boom, you got your level 3. And they're going to put you in places that more than likely you may have to use it. So just be wary about that. That's why I personally haven't got my level 3, because I don't want to be put places where more than likely something's going to have to happen, because I like being at posts that is more relaxing. You're level 3 commission or a bodyguard, or level 4, level 5, watching this, y'all. Those are private. I think level 5 is private investigator. You could be a private investigator, just following people around, taking photos and shit. That is one of the things as well. So make sure to comment down below, and anybody that is a level 3 license, or even if you're a bodyguard, you know, listen tips for other people out there that need to know anything. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Go check out my other videos. I do have a bunch of other security videos, because people come on my YouTube and be like, oh, you don't have no other security videos. I have a bunch of security videos on my channel. Y'all just have to scroll through my videos, because I have a lot of fucking videos. I try not to have my channel based off of one subject or one genre, because to me personally, I get bored very fast. So I know other people do as well when it comes to coming on my channel and shit. And just in general, like, I'm just not the type of person where I just want my channel based on one thing, because I'm personally going to get bored of it. And I would be like, and I'm probably going to venture out onto something else, you feel me? Like, my mind is always in a 1,000 I go like 1,000 miles per hour in my mind. So I got so much. That's why I can't even talk sometimes, because it'd be so much shit that's in my brain, or so much shit that I'm trying to say, and it just comes out like blah, 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 blah. That's about it, guys. I hope I helped anybody out there that needs to know stuff about being a security guard.